Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School online classes. Today we will study Getting to Know Plants, the leaf. Leaf, the part of leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called petiole. So, this is the stem and the leaf is attached to the stem through the stalk, which is called as the petiole. The broad part of the leaf is called the lamina. This broad part is called the lamina. Impression of a leaf. Hold your pencil tip sideways and rub it on the portion of the paper having the leaf below the paper. So the way we make an impression of a coin, in a similar way you can make an impression of a leaf, which will look something like this. The impression of the leaf is formed on the paper. The lines on the paper are like the lines on the leaf, so both the lines are exactly the same. These lines on the leaf are called the veins. You can also make an impression of this kind, children. You will have to color one side of the leaf and then press it on a white sheet. So you will get something like this. You can use some other color as well. More parts of a leaf. The thick vein passing through the center of the leaf is known as the midrib. So this central one, which is very thick, is the midrib. Now what is venation? The design made by veins in a leaf is called the leaf venation. So in the form, the lines pass through the leaf, the lamina, they make a pattern. These patterns are called the venation. There are two types of venation, reticulate venation and parallel venation. Say it with me, reticulate. Reticulate venation. If the net-like design is on the both sides of midrib, the venation is reticulate. Here on will come after this, after both. So this kind of venation is called the reticulate venation. What is parallel venation? Parallel. If the veins are parallel to one another, the venation is called parallel venation. So here in the picture you can see two different kinds of leaves. This one has reticulate venation and the other one has parallel venation. So these are the two types of venations. So students, I have some different kinds of leaves for you. In these leaves, I will make you observe the different kinds of venations. Let's observe our first leaf. This is the leaf of Giloy plant, which people are having nowadays to improve their immunity. So you must have seen it around you. Now you can see the veins. Backside is the light, flashlight of a phone, and if you keep it like this, you can see light passing through the veins of the plant, of the leaf. Just observe this net-like structure is the reticulate venation. This leaf shows it very, very beautifully. Let's see the back side of the leaf. This is the back of the leaf. So this central one here, this one is the midrib. Okay students, this is the petiole. The whole part is the lamina. So this is how a reticulate venation looks like. Let's observe some more plants. This leaf is very interesting one. This is the leaf of a fishtail plant. You have it in your school also, a big plant of this. So in the fishtail plant, if we see, we will feel like it has parallel venation, but if we see it not in the light, for once we may feel like it has parallel venation, but when you look at it carefully, just see the branches coming out. So this leaf also has a reticulate venation. And I showed you in my previous video, I showed you the veins coming out of the leaves of the stem. The similar veins are like this here. These are the continuation of those. Let's see another leaf, this one. Look how beautifully you can see the venation, and between the veins there are some blade like cuts. This is a leaf of an ornamental plant. All these leaves are from my terrace garden, children. So this is another example. Now let's look at some one more leaf, which is of ficus. This is very common plant. This also you have in your school. So this is another example. Just look at the midrib. It is shown very clearly. The central straight line is the midrib. Let's look at this plant. This is the Sun of India plant. Here you can see parallel lines, straight lines. These lines are not cutting into each other, but they are running parallel. In your maths class you must have studied parallel lines. So the parallel lines, parallel veins running like this form the parallel venation. Another example, beautiful example, is this one. This is the lemongrass leaf, children. This is very good for immunity as well. So here this is a form of grass, so this has a parallel venation. Just have a look at this. Okay. The next one is a grass. Here also you can see that it has parallel venation. Just see, in this leaf you can see it has parallel venation. And I have a dried leaf for you. This is a dried leaf of the lemongrass leaf. In this also you can see the see how beautiful it is. This is an example of parallel venation. Okay, students. So you saw some examples of venation, different venations in the leaves. The same way you have to observe, children. Next topic is transpiration. So for this you will have to do an activity, and in the activity you can see that you will need a plant, a potted plant like this one from your home, 2 transparent polythene bags, you can get it from your kitchen, and some strings. Strings you can get from your mother's sewing kit. So do this activity during daytime on a sunny day. Use a healthy plant growing in the sun. Enclose a leafy branch of the plant in a polythene bag and tie up its mouth. So take the polythene bag and tie one branch in this way. Tie up the mouth of the empty polythene bag and keep it in the sun. Observe the water drops on the inner side of the polythene bag. So leave it for 3 to 4 hours, children, in the sun. After that, if you observe, you will find in this polythene bag some water droplets. Then compare the 2 polythene bags and see in which one you do you have the water droplets on both polythene bags or on only one. So this activity will be really helpful for you to understand transpiration. Leaves give out water in the form of water vapor through the process of transpiration. So the underside of the leaf, from there the water is lost, so this water goes into the air. Plants release a lot of water into air through this process. So this process is nothing but transpiration. So here the root takes the water in from the soil, and through the plant stem it reaches the upper part of the plant, and then water vapor lost from leaf pores in transpiration. So these drops which you see are nothing but the water vapor. Now what is photosynthesis? Leaves prepare their food in the presence of sunlight and a green color substance present in the leaves. This green color substance is very important in the process of photosynthesis, children. For this, they use water and carbon dioxide from air. This process is called as photosynthesis. So the leaves have the green color substance, and in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water from, and the process of photosynthesis takes place. Oxygen is given out in this process, so the oxygen which gets released is used by us and other animals. The food prepared by the leaves is stored in different parts of plant. These different parts only we eat. Now for your homework, observe different types of leaves, draw and mark the parts of the leaves in your notebook. So all the leaves that you observe, like the leaves I have shown you, you have to draw their drawing in your notebook and mark the parts. Make an impression of a leaf in your notebook using pencil. Do the transpiration activity and observe the water droplets. For this you can take my help, children. I will be there in touch with you. We will meet again in the next class.